What's up, chat? How y'all doing, man? We had a lot of shit going on in the markets this week. Big major moves happening. And I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. We're gonna get this over with real quick. Cause I want to make sure I'm off of here so we could get back to the BS. You know how we do. But we still need that money talk. We still gotta have that money talk in the mix. Shout out to Mill Ticket. That's my boy music right there. Shout out to all the content creators. Y'all go download his album. It's called Soul Purpose, streaming on all platforms. But we gonna get right into it. I just played that so I could get a chance of people to pull up. So what's happening right now in the markets is you see a substantial move to the upside in Bitcoin. Okay, we're going to talk about the fractional reserve banking system and what the move was made and why this move was made. But at the end of the day, all we know is we're going to buy the dips, or I'm going to buy the dips at certain levels where I feel safe to doing so. You know what I'm saying? So right here, I'm going to drop this stream. Self-awareness in the building. Appreciate you pulling up, brother. Salute to you, brother. Um, much respect. So we're gonna talk today about a little bit of reason why the markets moved the way they did, and what what is the reason behind it? Why we see the strength of the move, and what do we do from here? Okay, we want to talk about that. If any of you guys was here last time I was live, I was literally talking about buying the dip, right? I was literally talking about that, and we could get right into it. So, I think I got my screen showing. Let me make sure. Yes, I do. Boom. So we could get right into it. This is the problem. What's going on in the economy. I need to explain this a little bit so the people can really understand what happened. Okay, it's a bank called Silicon Valley Bank, right? If you look at the headlines, all of these headlines, it was just going crazy, right? What happened was the bank kind of like went under. Is a reason for that. Okay, the bank went under, and they, of course, the government bailed the bank out, right? So we want to know what's going on, right? As you see, the this guy Peter Thiel, he's a big dog. He had 50 million in his bank. All your rich people had money in this bank. This bank is like a, one of those banks that loan money companies and shit where the big dogs put their money at, so they can't let banks go out of business. So it's kind of like a situation where the banks like a little monopoly on the money, right? So when the bank basically about $18 million in bonuses after they got rescued because the federal government decided and didn't want the bank to default because all their buddies got money in this bank, right? So they didn't want the bank to go under. But why did the bank default is the question. The reason why the bank default is something called the fractional reserve banking. This is how we get our money printed, and the money and the loans and stuff. We're gonna explain. Okay, the fractional reserve system is basically, okay, the bank, when you say you go put $1,000 in the bank, right? You go put $1,000 in the bank, and what the bank does, they have to, I'm trying to download they can lend and creates a new loan, right? For if the bank is doing this, what is that? What doing? That's creating money in air. Is what they're doing. So imagine you got people that $1,000 in the bank, and that shit just keep down. What the fuck is going on? Why is this doing this? We gonna try these. Why is this? Or is this the whole thing like? Fuck. Let me see. Be in the building. In the building. Appreciate y'all for up. We got black. Can y'all hear me talking, or is that joint come? It's I don't know what was taking it so long. Okay, so we get back to. Let me see if I want to show the people this. There we go. Fractional reserve and what it is and how it works, right? So go a little bit with me on what am I trying to explain to you on the reason why that bank fell. You're gonna see the reason why Bitcoin was a lot of spending, a lot of buffering going on. I'm breaking up some. I'm sitting right. Hey, hey! Okay, so let's see if we not. I think we back. We back. Mine's going in and out. I went back and going in and out. I'm completely charged up. Can y'all hear me? Just put one or something because I went away. I hope I'm not breaking up. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep talking because I can't see if y'all not and nobody's saying anything. But I'm talking. So we got the fractional reserve banking how it's working. Right? I just tried to show you that SBV bank it went out right, and the Federal Reserve built it out to tune or something like what is it? Let me read this chat. Okay. Can you hear me? Damn, it's still up. I don't know why. It's right by the fucking router. But I'm trying to talk, and I'm gonna just keep talking. It just fix itself. Um, back. Are you still breaking up? Mine is. Hold on, real quick. What about now? Can y'all hear me? Hey, Brooklyn, get off fucking internet. Can y'all hear me now? Shit, man, I want to talk about this before anybody else go on lock. Hello? Hello, hello. All right, well, I'm gonna keep talking. Fractional banking, the fractional reserve banking, what it is basically, I was saying, the bank has the power to loan when you deposit, right? And this is the problem and why the bank. What the fuck is going on? I see shit. Yo, can y'all hear me in the chat? Nobody's saying anything. I don't think they can hear. This is wrong. This is wrong. Everything was working fine. Yo, can y'all hear me? Let me. Oh, you can hear me. All right, what's up, Vince? All right, bet. I'll just try to edit them out. So the fractional. All right, bet. I'm good. She probably doing some wild stuff. So look, the fractional banking reserve. Okay, what this talk about is fractional reserve banking system is wholly a fraction of a bank deposits are required to be available for withdrawal. Banks need to keep a specific amount of cash and can create loans from the money you deposit, right? So if I got $10,000 and I bring it to the bank, they only required to hold 1,000 of those dollars, but my bank account was still 10,000, right? And they'll take the only got 1,000 of my dollars in the hole in case they think I want to ask for it, and then they take the other 9 grand and give it to somebody else. So how? But that other person would get that $9,000 loan in the form of debt, right? So they're lending your money to somebody else, and now that person has 9,000, and you have 10,000. You just created $9,000 out of thin air. So just imagine if 10 people or the millions of people in the world shit, right? Now, what happened with COVID was they required the banks to hold a zero fractional reserve as a way to boost the economy. So the bank, this SBV bank, they was buying bonds and shit that's basically worthless from the treasury, right? And they was taking deposits and lending out all the money, creating all this new wealth, which helps with inflation, right? Not helps with it, it creates inflation. And then when they get a bank run and people start asking for their money back, the bank can start to collapse. And then guess what happens? The federal government bails the bank out, and who you think pays for that? The taxpayers. But they tell you they don't pay for that. But when you create all these dollars and all these dollars floating in the system, that's why you see the prices of your goods and services go up, right? The prices in goods and services starts to go up because it's too much money in the pot. I always use the example of if you got a cup of liquor and you just start pouring water in there, it's still liquor, and then you put too much water in it, the liquor is already diluted. That's the cause of inflation, right? We're supposed to inflate the money currency as a goal of 2% every year. Right now we're on like 6% inflation. Last year this time we was at like 9% inflation, right? So that was because of COVID, and they created all that new money and introduced it into the economy, right? They're creating this money out of debt, and the debt is what the federal government pays. That's why we pay our taxes and shit to pay off the balance of our debt, right? But at this rate, we're not the dollar is losing its value very rapidly, right? So when people saving money and holding money, they need that money to be working for them, right? They need that money to be working for them. And the reason why Bitcoin was created, right? The reason why Bitcoin was created was basically to avoid this problem, right? Man, what the fuck is going on with my damn shit? See, it's I don't like this. Can you hear me? It look real shaky over here. Yo, can y'all hear me? The chat not responding, nothing. I wonder, do I have to start this shit over? Hey, witness, you think I gotta start this over? I can't see nobody typing. So when you get this collapse, and I have to understand why Bitcoin was created in the first place. What was the cause of Bitcoin to be created, right? They say, why was Bitcoin created? The concept of Bitcoin came into creation in 2008 as a response to the great financial crisis. What happened in the great financial crisis? All the banks start collapsing, this same type of thing, right? So when the banks start collapsing, people lose faith in the dollar, in the banking system, and then that's what happened. They run into Bitcoin, and now you see the surge in the price of Bitcoin as a result of this stuff. People starting to pay attention. Say, yo, the government just creating money out of thin air. So why do we want to keep holding our money in dollars? We can't trust the banks, right? We're going through that same situation all over again. I know a lot of people are concerned with, they say Bitcoin, they think it's a scam or something like that, but they're not really paying attention to the prices actually going up over time. It might go up. What a lot of people say is crashing is because they wait too long to buy in. They're buying in during euphoria. They're buying in during hype. right? When you go into there while it's all hyped up, that's when you're gonna lose. You need to buy it while it's down, while it's wait, right? You not don't put a lot of money in it. Average your time. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put all your money at one time, but that's what I'm doing with my money. So this is why Bitcoin was created, right? In response to this great financial crisis, right? And the financial world's reliance on banks as intermediaries of all financial transactions, right? So they created that Bitcoin just for this, right? And now we see that the price of Bitcoin is starting to skyrocket, right? If this good, yes, it start to look like it's starting to work. Oh yeah. So this 1 month chart, right? 2 weeks ago, I was telling you guys to buy, right? I was saying I was going to buy when it was at 19. I said, what? Use this as a buying opportunity, is what I was saying, right? So everybody that used it as a buying opportunity was right. If you see it right here, we can go look, right? When I saw this collapse right here, see how it's coming down, I bought a little here, right? I bought a little here. It came down to here. I bought a little bit more. I'm buying on the way down. You see the difference? People start buying up here. They're buying the rally. They think they too late, so they jumping in right here. But when I came on the stream, we was right here, 19,000. Look where we're at now today, 27,500. So if you averaging in all of this time, and this is actually higher than it was over here. So if you buying along this way, this dip, just a little bit at a time, $100, $50, $20. You don't got to buy the whole Bitcoin. A lot of people see this price and say, yo, I don't got 20,000 for a Bitcoin. It doesn't matter. You could buy pieces of the Bitcoin. You don't have to have a full Bitcoin. You just buy pieces of it. Think of it like as an investment for the future, like your 401k or some shit like that, right? You just putting money into an investment. Put money that you don't need. Don't go putting $10,000 in this shit if you need it, right? Put a little bit of money at a time. And now look, once this happened to the bank and it start collapsing, here come the rise. See that? It's strong strength right here. So now on some real shit, I feel like seen the worst. I think the worst is over. In my opinion, we might, again, remember, it's a roller coaster. It's going to go down. Once it start to go up, people going to make money, right? They're going to make money off of it. And then when it starts to come back down, people are selling. The people that bought in lower are selling. That's what causes it to come down. So what you want to do is slowly average in. I wouldn't right now. We got a hot move like this. So we don't want to rush into it right now. We want to wait, be patient, and look for any type of sign of weakness, right? When maybe a news article might hit or something might come and make the week, that's when we start to average in slowly, right? Little bit at a time. And then maybe the next run you'll be there to participate and get some of these gains. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we invest, right? We don't buy this strength. If right now I'm not buying anything because I see this move and I'm like, let me just be patient and fall back and wait and chill, right? Did the stream start getting good? I see people in the building. Um, I'm thinking you could not buy a piece of it. No, you could buy a piece of it. You could buy a piece. You don't have to buy the whole thing. Okay. You can go on. Everybody has a Cash App because we all like to donate to our favorite content creators. If you look on the Cash app, right on the Cash App, you can buy Bitcoin. You could buy $10 worth of Bitcoin, right? So you could just buy $10 right now and just forget about it, right? And then next week, $10 more, $20, right? $30, however much you got. And basically you putting it into the side. You kind of like saving money type shit. It might lose its value, but it's not gonna go all the way to zero. That's the major thing I want people to understand. Bitcoin started at a penny. You think it's going all the way back to zero? You crazy, right? It's not going that far. They can't do nothing to stop it so far, right? All of these government people been trying to stop it, but it's hard to do because it's energy, right? It's digital currency. Everything around you is going digital. Pay attention to what's going on. When you go to the store and you try to buy shit, you can use your fucking phone, right? They're coming out with all this digital shit. So that's telling me that in the future, digital currency will be here, right? So if we have a digital currency, What would be the digital gold? Bitcoin. What would be silver? Ethereum. Ethereum went up. I can show you the whole crypto market right now. Everything is starting to come up, but we don't want to buy that strength. We want to wait till a nice good red day, and that's when you start averaging in at $10. And don't forget about it. And forget about it. Don't think about it. Because if you start worrying about it, you're going to want your money back when you see it go down low. If you put too much in that one time, you're going to be running. When you see it start to come down, you're going to sell. And next thing you know, it's going to shoot back up, as you can see on this chart right here. Right? It was down low. It was up high, down low. Now it's higher than it was the last time. So that's what we have to do. Right? You download, or you can download this Webull app. Right? And I'm going to tell you, I put my money where my mouth is, because I've been buying as well. Right? And I'm going to show you that I didn't buy anything this week. Why? Because of that strong rally, right? That strong uprise. It made me slow down a little bit. I didn't want to put too much money in there. I don't want to put no money in there right now because it's not showing me stability. I think we have a chance to drop back down to maybe 22, 23,000, right? Maybe do that. So I don't want to buy it in this strength. I want to wait until we have a sell-off day. Right? Let everybody else buy that strength. Let everybody else that think they're going to miss something, hurry up and run into there and start buying it while it's going up like that. Leave it alone. Don't do nothing. Stand on your hands. If you're doing anything, put money to the side to buy on that red day. When you see that red day come, that's when you start averaging in. Right? When that red day come, let me get $50. Let me get $10. Let me get $100 today. Wherever your financial your savings account or wherever your money is at, let me get a little bit of it. Some people might got it like that. They could buy $1,000 at a time. I'm not doing that, right? So on my chart, as you see, I'm down $5,000, right? Because I've been investing. So it's showing that I'm down $5,000. But remember, I was down like $7,000. So with this rise right here is coming up. This is my favorite company called CleanSpark. They mine Bitcoin, right? That's why I talk about CleanSpark on this channel as well, because they are in the business of mining Bitcoin. You got the electric vehicles coming out. Like my kid's mom, she just bought a Tesla and put the fucking electric thing in her house. So now she's using Tesla and the electricity and no more gas. The world is shifting towards these areas. We need to recognize them now and start having ownership of these companies. Into these specific companies, you can buy ownership in Tesla. You can buy ownership in ChargePoint. That's the charging station that charges the Tesla. You got Rivian. That's another electric vehicle maker. You got a car called Lucid that came out. They have a electric vehicle on the market. They're passing laws to force the buses and everything to become electric, right? We have to see this and don't think about today. This is not why we're doing this. We don't care about today, right? Whatever I put in, like this money, if I needed it, I wouldn't have put it in here, right? And again, I didn't put it all in at one time. I put it in slowly over time, not concerning with this money right here. Right now, I see the light, right? I think that in the next 6 months, this is just my opinion. I can't say this with any degree of certainty, but I've been calling this out every time, right? Every time I've been calling this out because I like to do research. When I get offline, I watch a little bit of the bullshit. I go into the chats and play around too. But I also do my research because I'm thinking about my money, my bag. What about my kids' future, right? So I'm thinking about that. So I'm going looking and studying these charts, right? And seeing what I should, where's a good level or strength on the charts. I can show you guys that too if you want to know, right? Because I know how to do that, like read the charts and stuff like that. That's a little technical. But for most people that's just starting out, the biggest thing to understand is that you need to average in slowly over time. Don't worry about the price, right? When you start looking at those charts, you start confusing you and getting very, very confusing, and it throws you off and you just like, man, I'm not doing this. So, it takes a special person that just want to sit there and keep learning that shit, So that right there is what happened with the rally in Bitcoin, what you guys saw this past week, and it's been a good run, right? So what's that telling me? It's due for a pullback, right? The possibility of it hitting 30,000 is there. So don't be surprised if you see 30,000. But when it hit 30,000, that's a strong resistance point in the chart that I've been noticing, right? And I know that because it held support. Anytime See, this when I get to talking about the chart stuff. I think I need a whole separate live for that to talk about the charts and stuff. But just trust me, $30,000 is the going to be a point of resistance in the charts where it's going to be hard for it to break through 30,000. You might see 31,000, then it's going to start to come back down because that level 30,000 was a strong support holding Bitcoin up for like a year, right? So whenever you break support, it becomes resistance on the way back up, right? So everybody that was buying in this bear market, we call this a bear market. You know, I don't never say Bitcoin's crashing. I say we in a bear market or any particular stock at that matter. All of this that I'm saying using Bitcoin as an example, it goes for any one of your favorite companies. You do this the same way. You buy them all on dips, right? You don't buy them in the green, right? You look for opportunity, right? So when it hits a level of support and it keeps holding that level, and once you fall through that level now becomes resistance, right? So I think we have a good possibility to rally up to 30,000. Once we hit 30,000, you're going to start to see a little resistance, in my opinion, right? And then I feel like that's when you'll see another fall, right? Come back down. That's when I'll start averaging back in again, right? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm getting at? Right? When I see it start coming down and start averaging back, I'm not going to buy shit while it's running up like this. That's dangerous, right? Because then I'm going to be the one holding the bag when it starts to come back down, right? Makes sense, right? But then that's when I'm going to start averaging in again when I see the weakness and just be patient. And when we get our next rally, I sit there and watch. If we rally up too high, you'll see me sell into that strength. Right? So say we get to 30,000 and it breaks through 30,000 and next thing you know, you see 33,000, 34,000. Oh boy, I'm getting nervous now. I'm like, yo, this shit about to crash. I'm about to start selling a little bit of my stuff little by little to get that money out and anticipating another fall. And then I'll average the money back in and get more ownership for a cheaper price. Right? And if you do this and you be consistent with it, and don't worry about what the media talking about, because you do the opposite of the media. If the media telling you that everything is good, normally everything is bad. And if they telling you everything is bad, behind the scenes, they buying all this shit. You think they want you to be rich? Be honest. You know what I'm saying? You think they really telling you what's going to happen I watched the news, all they was saying this whole month was it's bad economy. Then why is the market reacting in a positive way? Who is buying all this shit while they telling you not to buy it? Right? Who's the one doing all this? You understand? Any questions on what I've been saying? Let me see if anybody talking. I don't know if y'all can hear me. I just kept talking just to keep the show going. Buy the IDX dip. IDX. I heard of that company before. Is that one of those electric company? I heard of that. IDEX. Yes, sir. I heard of that. Southern Living. What's up? How you doing? Appreciate you pulling up. Appreciate all you guys' support, man. Appreciate it for real. Without you guys, this ain't no channel. And appreciate you for wanting to come listen to some of the stuff I be saying. Because I be trying to just give it away for free. The information I know. You know. I'm looking for. Let me see. So anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, anything y'all want to talk about? Right? I just came on here very briefly to explain to you why the market is reacting like this and what's our next steps, what we should do next, right? Next, what we need to do is be patient and don't run into this. Don't rush into it. That's when you're going to get smacked upside your head by running into it. You're going to get clipped. Just wait until you see weakness, right? If you don't see no weakness, don't buy shit. Just let it do its thing. Because we want to see where is the charts gonna give us weakness. I'm thinking around 30,000, right? And I don't know. It might not never make it to 30,000, right? Because if I'm thinking, think about this. If I'm thinking 30,000, everybody else that know how to read the charts saying 30,000 too, and your perception becomes reality, right? So when people see 30,000 level approaching, what do you think they're doing? They're selling to you because you're the one buying it, right? Don't let them sell it to you. Don't be the one they sell it to. You buy it from them when they start to sell, right? When they start to sell because of any crazy news in the world, don't matter to me. right? I'm buying it, right? I'm buying the weakness in any company, right? So, or your favorite companies, not any company. You got to make sure the company is financially sound. So, does anybody have any questions? Let me see. I'm reading the chat. Basically, y'all saying hi and what's up to everybody. Um, yeah, I don't see nobody with no comments that they want to add. Let me see. Have y'all seen any have y'all seen any what you call it? Any good investment ideas? Anybody have any questions about credit? Anybody want to hit the panel and talk about anything financial, business, anything like that? If you got, can you teach us basics on reading the chart? Yeah, I can. We could use a chart for example. Let me see. I could do that. That's what this is for. Let me see. We're gonna go to I need a good use. We look at this corner. Let me see. Right here, full screen. Boom. This is what you call candlestick, right? These things are called candlesticks. The red ones is the sell, the green ones is the buy. Sit down here with this long wick, this long wick. Let me see. I'm trying to zoom it up. This long wick at the bottom. Come on, get off the screen, man. This one. See how it went down, wicked up, and it popped right here. The next thing you see, that's called a bullish engulfing candle, right? This small one. It let when people that read charts saw this, they kind of knew the next candle was going to be green. They didn't know all of this was going to come, right? But when you see this candle fit in the previous candle, you see this little red, that red, that the light red one behind it, that's just volume, right? So if I kind of like close this out, like you see these down here, that's telling me the volume. This was sell volume. This is, I look at the bottom of the screen, what I'm talking about, right? The the bottom part of the screen, not the chart, not the candlesticks on the top that go up and down. Don't look at that right now. We looking at that the light colors on the bottom. These are volume candles. That's telling me volume basically is what it says. You turn up the volume on your radio or you turn down the volume on your radio, right? That's how much money is being injected into the system. When you see these candles like this at the bottom and they correspond to a actual candlestick. See, these on the top are called candlesticks, right? The ones on the bottom are called volume. That's volume indicator, right? You have a few more indicators like RSI. I like to use that. It's called relative strength index. I need a better chart to show you this stuff. But the RSI, man, I do need to talk about this on a straight live stream. Just talk about this because this is gonna help people understand where support and resistance and all that stuff in the chart. Let me go to the 3 month chart and see what I see right here. Instantly, I see this is a strength. This is a base. See, you look for the lowest part, the like right here where it had a lot of contact. That's a spot right there in the chart where it might find support if it was the fall. But a more recent line of support is right in here. See how many times these candlesticks interact with this? I wish this shit had stopped jumping. I'm trying to put the cruiser right here. This level right here, I'm gonna take my hand off of it. You see how many times that candlestick hit that level and came back down, hit that level, came back down. Then it went down and bust through that level. If this were to fall, right now it's telling me it might land around 24,000. That's just me looking at it with a glance because of this level right here. This level right in here, how it was bumpy right around here. It's showing resistance. See, it came up, it didn't want to, it couldn't make it. It couldn't make it. Then you got that sell pressure. People sold off. Then we got this candle right here. Remember the bullish engulfing. The green one that engulfs the previous candle is bigger. So let me find a bearish engulfing. Let me see if I can find a bear. This one right? Nope, that's not it. It got to be the actual next candle. It is predict bearish action in the market. Let me find it. Let me find. So this is not a bearish engulfing, but it was signature. It was kind of telling you. I think they call that a gravestone doji or some shit like that. When a candle is selling, but it's red, and then boom, you see the drop, right? This is when you get to the technical side that a lot of people don't want to even think about because this shit too much like school. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just preach dollar cost average, because all of this shit is basically madness. This is what you do if you're trying to day trade, right? If you want to try to trade the markets, which is very risky. That's more risky than straight investing, right? Because we all know in the future we're gonna see levels higher than this. What up, Sis? Sis in the building. I see you pulling up. I appreciate y'all for supporting me, man. Pulling up. This is what's up, man. Appreciate y'all. Right? I know Sid's probably tired. Y'all all probably tired. We had a hell of a night last night. Everybody, a lot of shit been going on. You know what I'm saying? And this is just a break from it, just for a few minutes until the shit start back up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, man. We all a community, man. We have issues and beef with people, but we all can still learn some shit. So you understand what I'm trying to say? I know it's complicated, but maybe you can help us understand. I definitely can help you understand. I'm trying to talk. I kind of need a better chart because I want to. Let me see if my Weeble chart got a better graph on it. Let me see one with the RSI levels and stuff. Maybe I'll do that. Make sure I have that set up for next live stream because that is a good topic we could discuss. Where is this chart? Let me see if it pops up. See, I need to fool with this. I don't want to waste you guys' time by doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when people get. Let me go to watch list and see if I can get anyone with a chart. Any one of it. It doesn't matter what. Are we gonna get a chart here? I'm gonna go do some research and find a better chart for y'all. Cause I didn't know people wanted to learn that stuff, but I definitely could teach you. That's a minute. We don't want it. See these up top? It's saying, I want to see the chart with the RSI. Here we go. Indicators. Let me see. This shit is hard now. It's not hard. You guys are not stupid. So it's not hard. It's just you gotta be actually wanting to learn this shit, right? These are different indicators, right? This is the Bollinger Bands. I could show you that. Let me see if I put this Bollinger. I see that Bollinger Band right here. Oh yeah, we talking now. We got the MACD on here. Let me see this shit. I'm about to fuck with this shit. Get y'all right for a few seconds. I need a better chart than this, right? You see this? This Bollinger Band, this the top of the band, Bollinger Band. The candlestick's always gonna be inside the Bollinger Band. Every time they breach the Bollinger Band, it's going to come back to the middle. See that middle line? It wants to find its way along this middle line in the Bollinger Band. But you notice how it don't predict the next move, right? So we looking now at this, whatever company this is, this Live Nation, right? I just picked any stock. This is Live Nation. Everybody know what that is. That's the concert people, the Jay-Z company, you know, Live Nation, right? I'm looking right here. It's looking like a buy opportunity just by looking at this because why? It's at the bottom of the Bollinger Band, right? Think about the Bollinger Band as like a rubber band, right? And it's trying to snap its way back to that middle line, right? See, if you look on the path of it, every time we try to breach that Bollinger Band, it comes back. You have some time where it do breach. What's that telling me? Sell. Right when I see this shit breach this Bollinger Band, I'm like, yo, it's sell time. Because what's gonna happen? It's made its way back to that medium line, right? Then it found support right there, bounced up, went back to the top of the Bollinger Band again. That was another sell. Sell it again, right? And then it comes back down. Now we at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. When it dropped right here, that's a buy, right? It popped up. See how it bounced right here? You buy, trying to work its way back to that middle line. And then what happened? It reversed, came back down even lower. That's another buy, right? And then it comes up here to the middle. And once it shows resistance, resistance means exactly what it's saying. It's hard. It's not. It didn't want to make it to the top of this Bollinger Band. You knew it was time to sell right there, right? Because you're like, yo, it's not even trying to break through right here. And then it comes back down. You buy, and now it's pop back up. Look at this. Now this is if you like this company, and this is only for day traders, right? A lot of people don't have time to even think about this shit. Cause I don't even care about this shit because I think about long-term investing, right? This shit right here, it'll drive me crazy trying to chase this chart all day. I don't do that. I look for the company's financials, for the company's business model. And I think, is this a good business model or not? Are they generating revenue or not? Because the share price don't always reflect the company. You understand? Right? The share price might be at lows when the company could be doing extremely well. Right? And the stock price always makes it to where the company should be at. They got this shit called a valuation of a company, right? You want to know the market cap, the size of the company, right? You got it's the difference in market cap, right? You got small, mid, and high, right? High market cap, I mean, large, I mean, small, medium, and large, like French fries and shit. So you got the small market cap, that's higher risk. Why is the market cap so small? It's because people haven't the business hasn't proven itself. That's why you got a small market cap. Me, I'm risky as shit. So I like to invest in small cap because small cap got the potential to become a large cap. And that's where the money is made between the small and a large cap company is something like Microsoft. It's already established, got a footprint. It's less risky. Less risk means less reward. So you put your money in Microsoft, it's more stable, right? You don't have to, it's not going to just break all your money versus a small market cap that might break your ass because business model might not pan out to what it want to be in the future and you lose a lot of money. You don't invest what you're not willing to lose in a fucking small cap. Mid cap is right in the middle, right? So that's another thing we got to look at too. That's what I like to do. This chart shit is hard to understand, but we could talk about it. You know, I want to get a better chart because there's more indicators that I would like to show on here, especially like my RSI indicator. You know, I look at that too. I don't get it twisted. I look at the fucking charts and shit when I want to enter. When I want to enter the market, I want to make sure I'm entering at the right time, right? But the charts ain't always right. They trick you. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta remember, everybody's watching these same charts, right? So it's like everybody that's day trading is looking at this chart. You know, you battling against day traders. That's why 90% of options lose. A lot of people like to play options. That's another topic we could talk about. Options. You know, options is if you own 100 shares of a company, you got the right to write out a contract for somebody to buy it in the future at a specific price. It's almost like you're mortgaging out your options, if you will. Like if you had a house and you were renting it out, it's kind of like that. You renting out your shares to somebody. If it hit agreed price, then hey, matter of fact, Sis, let me ask you, is Sis still in here? What's up, Miss Akimi? Is Sis still in here? Cause I want to ask him if I could go on YouTube and review somebody's video and talk about it. Or will I get copy struck, or whatever they call that shit, right? Because I don't care about no strike. I care about the channel. I don't care about monetize. I ain't nowhere near monetized right now. I'm interested in the talk about mid and small size market cap, pillar of the community. Yo, that shit's so funny. Options is definitely risky. 90% of options fail, right? 90% of people that hold options lose. I'm the one that sells the options, right? When I talk about put it like this. When you got, let me see. I got my computer. I might could just pull it up on the damn thing up here. Let me get rid of some of these things. This is what I'm talking about. You guys are interacting. That shit make me go to different topics. Just remember about that fractional reserve shit. That's what lets you know that this government, the way we print our money is very dangerous. You know, that's why you invest in anything because normal company grows with the inflation. Your money sitting nothing but sitting still, right? You need to make that money work for you, right? So business, if you're a businessman knows that his capital needs to be put to work, right? It needs to be put to work, right? You can't just be holding on the money. You hold on an amount of your bill. They call that emergency fund. Anything other than that is like an excess of bullshit money that's just laying around. That money needs to be for you, whether it's in a property. If you're cutting grass, you might want to invest and buy, and you got a lot of money sitting around, get some new equipment. What's that? A tax write-off. Your money working. Why? Because you got new equipment, make you last longer, make your business grow, right? You get more money, so you buy another equipment. You hire more employees. You don't just leave the money sitting there, right? Because it's not working for you. You put that money into assets. Let those assets go do the work for you and bring you back more money. You see what I'm saying? That's the concept. But let's get back to what we was talking about. We got more and more people in here. Who it is? I don't want to pronounce your name. I'm gonna say William. A friend has boomerang terminal. Does that give him a significant advantage for trading? See, the boomerang terminal, those are like kind of like, was that like a bot or something that's trading for you, right? You see how people This is a real thing. People really trade daily, right? And then, but you gotta think, man. These people are doing this with $200. They putting in there looking for a dollar move up, right? I'm not. That's why I'm like, bruh. I'm not thinking about that's a risky game, right? You can lose a lot of money, and you can short the market. You can make money on the way when the market goes down. You know what I'm saying? You not only make money when it goes up, you can make it when it goes down. They call that a short. You short in the market, right? So I don't want to bounce around so many topics. I'm reading the comments and these good, but I kind of want to stick on a certain topic so I don't lose the audience, right? I don't want you guys to be, oh, it's too much to consume at once. We got one thing down. The option thing is a thing that a lot of people go for. A lot of people like to buy options, right? So I wish I had a clipboard. I wonder if I could put up like a word thing so I could type, damn, I don't want the shit in school, but maybe I talk about it. Options. If you that it's like a contract with giving you the right to own 100 shares of a certain company. So if you buy an option, right, you are paying a percentage of the price. Let me see something. I'm gonna do it anyway. If like fuck, I don't care. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up a video and see if we go something and try to do what I see the other people doing. And on some real shit, if they tell me you can't just erase it. Whoever was here heard it. Whoever not, it don't be up. Cause I'm not looking for that shit. For real. I'm just trying to help for real, for real. I should start a 2.0 channel and get started in my trees. What the fuck going on? Let's see. I'm about to look on YouTube. OUTION options trading. Options trading. Let's see what we'll find on here. How long is this shit? Right? I don't want to lose y'all. I just want to give y'all. I need a fucking. See, they got the calls and the put. The call means you're buying. A put means you selling short. Right? I try to stay away from short sellers and short trading because that shit will get you wrecked. This is what I do, guys. I'm giving you straight insight into what I do, how I learned all this shit. Right? This is what I do. I roll up a blunt or get lit and lay back and just start scrolling shit. Look, you see a few black people on here, but most of them is white people. They go, my boy, that's Keenan Grace. That's a good one. See what I'm saying? Oh, he just posted a video, right? Now he's probably saying the same thing I am. And look at this guy. Look at his views. He got 2.6. Look at this guy, 15 million views, and they telling me ain't no fucking market for this shit. I just don't want to get on here looking like this, talking proper like this. I ain't trying to do all this, but I will sit here and watch this shit. This shit say 2 years ago. If I want to know about options, I'll go on here, click on this shit, roll up, and sit there and stalk this shit, read it and all that. That's how you learn some shit, right? This is what I'll be doing, and I'm telling you that shit. You could do that shit too, and then I come on here and I try to break it down for people. I know fuck about watching on video, right? Not about the what. I try to break it down to where I listen to what he say and then I put it in my own work. Not just him. Talking about that's a part of my research. Then I go look at news articles and all that shit. Cause just cause he say something don't make it right, right? You gotta compare with all of these people, right? I gotta look at all of them. Some of them say good shit, some of them don't. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. I don't want to play the shit and get in trouble. This shit got 15 million views. That's a lot of views. And that motherfucker might flag the shit out my channel. And he looked like that too. Got me fucked up. But y'all understand what I'm saying? Comments in DD chat. Let me see. Pillow the community. Take the comments off the screen. Can see it. We can see it. Oh, right. Let me do this. Boom, boom. All right. Let's go back. We can't see your screen. You can't see my screen now, bro? Oh, you said we don't need any flags. I feel you. Can y'all see the screen now? Should be. With uh, can I with? I need to talk says or self awareness or fucking one of them and see how I get the type on this motherfucker. I want to show you like and show you with the art around. Oh, I can do it because the computer like maybe Microsoft Word or something like that, where I could kind of like type it. Shares equals this. So by me talking, it's better for people to see visually as well. You know, because sometimes you might not understand what I'm saying. Like listening, you might want to see it visually and understand. It's kind of like reading. You know, you can't under. Some people can understand, but it's better when you read something because you can see the words on the paper. But like, uh, options are basically contracts, right? So if I own me, I like to sell options. Why? Because remember, 90% of options expire worthless, right? 90% of them. Some of them get hit, right? But 90% of them expire worthless. So basically, I like to sell options, right? They call those covered calls. A call is nothing but a word used for an option. It's called an option contract where I think the price will go up in value, right? So say, let's just take for instance, you got a company that's $5 a share, right? To buy 100 shares of that company will cost you $5 times 100, which would be $500, right? So if you got $500, you buy 100 shares of a particular company. Now you have the right to sell somebody one option contract because each option contract is worth 100 shares, right? But you only that option contract will go fractions against the dollar. Okay, so if I have the option contract, I paid 500, I got 100 shares, right? That's why I say, in my opinion, it's a good thing for everybody. If you whatever company you're trying to get into, it's good to try to get 125 shares. Why you need extra 25? You need that 25 for the run up so you can sell 25 and you keep your 100 so you can sell your option, right? You can sell the option. That's just me. That's my strategy. What I do. Some people buy options, right? So say I got the 100 shares, right? And it's $500. I paid $500. I got my shares. Then it's a contract you could sell to somebody else for an option. So say I paid for my $5 shares, and I say, okay, by the end of this week, Friday, I think the stock won't go past $7. But somebody else says, I think the stock will go past $7. So I will sell them, right, the right to buy my shares at a price of $7 per share if it goes higher than $7. See the gambling shit right there? That's why I like to sell them. I don't like to be the one to buy them. Remember, 90% of them go by worthless. So I will have my 100 shares, and for that contract, I get to collect a fee. It's called a premium, right? So they might $25. You get $5 share times 100. You pay a percentage of that, so it probably cost them around $50 to buy that option contract from me, right? So they're basically saying in the next week, I think it's gonna go higher than $7, and I'm saying shit. If it go to $7, I'm gonna sell it to you at $7, right? So say if the stock goes by Friday, we say at $7.01, they have to buy my shares from me at $7 a piece, and I get to keep the premium. Premium is something that you collect just for making the option, right? Basically, what I like to do is I buy 100 shares of a particular company at motherfucking whatever price. Like I got 3,500 clean. We can use Clean Spark as an example. That's my company. That's one I got. I got 3,500 shares of that company, right? So I can sell options against those shares. Basically, like mortgaging out my company. I can say, well, I think in this month they got monthly options, uh, bi-weekly options, you got yearly options, and then you got shit called a leap where it's like 2-3 years out, right? So I like to sell monthly options. Why? Because you get more premium. I'm just looking to collect the premium. I'm looking for a sucker. Basically, I'm in the market. I am the market. When I sell my options to somebody, I'm looking for the sucker, right? I'm looking at, but they might not be a sucker. I might be a sucker. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, by me selling the options, I then always win, right? So like, say I want to be in Clean Spark, I got these 3,500 shares. I can do what? I can sell 35 options because remember, each option is classified as 100 shares, right? So if I can sell them the option for 35 contracts. So say the price right now. I want to look at it so we don't just be saying hypothetical. Let's go look at the motherfucking price. Are you guys understanding this shit? Would it be better if we had a conversation about it or something? Are you talking about the article? No, I already went through the article, Gears the Truth. Already I'm listening. I'm going off the chat right now. Let me see. The chat want to know about options. That's why I just broke off into talking about options. Let me see. Bull. This is the thing you want to look at on your This is the thing you want to look at on your Webull, right? This is the app you want to get download on your phone. It's free, right? You download the app, they're gonna ask you your information. It's basically like, you know what I'm saying? They want your picture of your drivers. It's your own particular app. Remember, you're not buying shit from me. I'm not selling you any stocks or none of that shit. You're gonna buy your own stocks for your own account, right? It's nothing to do with me. It's you, right? So I go click on this shit. My motherfucker might kick me out because I closed it out. But I'm gonna show you, see if I got an option here so you can understand. Let me see. We're gonna go to trade. There's my L right. This one. Holla at me. Let me see. Go to this account. It ain't gonna let you see it, so I'm good. All right, boom. This is my account right here. All right. What's up? You in the building? This account right here. So let's go to my shit. We're gonna go to my account, right? So as you see, it's $90. That's if I was to sell it today, but I ain't selling shit, right? I'm just adding more ownership. I'm down. It say I'm down 5,000. Why? Because we in a bear market. I don't give a fuck about that money because it's gonna come back once we get back into that bull market. And I'm talking about it's gonna come back fast too. Because you see, I got a whole bunch of ownership. That's why I'm down so much because I own so much, right? If I didn't have this much, I wouldn't be down that much. So let's see if I could pull this up. I want to get an options chart out here for you. I should be doing this. I wish I could share my phone or something. Why is this shit not popping up, man? What the fuck going on? This shit don't want to fucking pop up. All right, boom. Options. You see this shit? Where it say options? Boom. There we go. There we go. All right, I want to pull this up. What the fuck? Pause. Shit. I should have went through this. Available bid as no delta. Yeah, I could tell you about all that shit. That shit crazy. This shit seem like it's hard, but it's not. It's almost like riding a bike. Once you understand that shit, you understand that shit. All right, so we got. If we could scroll down here, why won't it scroll down? Okay, so let's just use this example. It's telling me 2.5. When you see that, it means $250, right? They put the decimal right there, but that's what that means. That 5 means $500, right? This 7.5 means $750, right? That shit hard to talk about, man. I need to get this shit on. I don't want to fucking lose you guys on this shit, man. I don't want to lose you guys. Well, let me see. Check my earlier comment. I don't want to lose you. I understand it, but more interested in what's best to look at when choosing a stock and when choosing a buying time. Okay, you choose the buying time when the RSI is below 35. She's like, what the fuck is the RSI? The RSI might be on this chart. Basically, the options is fucking 100 contracts. So basically, if I got 35 and they each selling for 20, right for them to buy my options would be $25 a share. I mean, $25 per contract, and I got 35 of them. I can sell 35 contracts at $25 a piece, collect that money, right, as a premium. Now, the only downside to that is, say I set my price at $7 and somebody buys my contract for me, right? But the price of the shares go higher than $7. So the price of the shares might hit $9. I have to sell my option, my shares to that person at $7. And they will be getting all the benefit because they would be done paid me $7 a share. Then they could turn around and sell them back for $9 a share. But if the stock don't hit that price, I get to keep the premium and my shares, right? So what I like to do is wait for that stock to run up. Let me get a good run up, because what I told you, what goes up must come down, right? I to a point where the RSI on the chart is above 70, right? Because 70 means sell on the RSI. I gotta show you that shit. But when it runs up, the stock runs up, and I see around 70 on that RSI, I know, bro, it's getting hot, right? It's getting hot. Let me sell a couple options up here, and then say it runs up to $5. I'm gonna sell my option higher than that, right? I'm gonna sell my option around $7. If it keep fucking going up and it hits $7 and it come back down, I get to keep everything. If it go hit $7 and it go higher, then I gotta sell my shit at $7. But remember, I bought them at $5. So I'm still making money. That's why I always set my option strike price, called a strike price, higher than the actual price I paid. That way, if it do get hit, I make money. If it goes down, I collect that premium to kind of countersuit my losses. See what I'm saying? That's a whole nother fucking topic. That fucking shit. The next show I'm gonna talk about that. So what Moxie was talking about, right? You can make serious money selling options in this game, right? I be doing that shit. I be selling options, right? That's what I like. I don't sell the options in the bear market. Like right now, we in the bear market, so I ain't been selling no options because I don't want to lose my shares for these cheap ass prices. When we get back into that bull market, oh yeah, I'm gonna be selling them. So I kind of understand it. What you were saying when choosing a stock and when choosing to buy a buy time. All right, let me see if I could. I got this indicator on the screen. That's the Bollinger Band, right? Let me see another indicator. I want to see the MACD. Where the MACD at? Why is this shit not working? I don't know. Let me go back a little bit. Where's the market cap? This is Bitcoin. Right now, you see how this shit telling me it might be ready to sell. We not gonna go too much higher, people, on this Bitcoin chart. I mean, just in my opinion, I can't tell you for certainty. But you see what I was just telling you about that Bollinger Band? See that rubber band right there? This is good information for people that, especially that want to buy. I wouldn't buy shit right here. See how this shit is right at the top of that Bollinger Band? Remember what I told you, right? The price always wants to find its way back to the middle. So that's telling me we might come back down to this level right here in this middle around 20,000, right? I'm looking at this. I'm like, holy sauce. It's at the top of the Bollinger Band. Let me show you that. See that? See that candle right there? This top is the top Bollinger Band. This bottom is the bottom Bollinger Band, right? Look at this. We at the top of the Bollinger Band. If I was a day trader, I'd be selling all my shit right now. Or most of it. I wouldn't sell it all, but I'd be selling. Why? Because this shit telling me, hey, bro, we kind of high. We right at the top of this rubber band. Remember, the rubber band gonna snap your ass back to the middle. Either way, if we go to the bottom, it's still gonna snap your ass back to the middle. If we go to the top, it's gonna snap your ass back to the middle. So we at the top right now. And this big ass candle right here. You see this big ass green candle right here? This candle is way bigger than these other red joints. That's a lot of momentum coming in. I bet you the volume to get this candle to go this high, bro. It's so much money just came into this market right here. So this has to come down. It can't break through this fucking shit forever, right? It could pull it up a little bit. It could go up a little bit higher. But at the end of the day, it's likely to come back down to the middle, which is this part right here, this middle of this fucking trend line, right? The trend line is the line that's through the middle of this shit. You see it right here? The bottom Bollinger Band is off the screen. Let me see. Right. All right. We're going to try to make it to where you can see it. The bottom Bollinger Band is off the screen. There we go. But you can't see it that way. I'm trying to zoom it in. See how every time it come up here, it came Came, it dropped, boom, sell. Now it wants to come back, and then look, it can't pop the Bollinger Band, so then we come back to this middle line. Now we got this big ass candle. We might get another green candle, but then what it's gonna do? Try to make its way down back to this middle line right here, right? That middle line, if the price keep going up, this middle line is gonna rise, right? It's gonna rise. So you kind of want to predict the way these chart gonna go, but that's why I don't like doing this shit, this option shit, because you could get faked out. They call it a fake out. You know what I'm saying? So this shit right here, it's gonna continue this path right here, and this line, this is gonna come back down to meet it, right? And see if it holds support. So remember, support and resistance, the support and resistance. So if it hits this line, say it hits this line over here somewhere, right? And this shit continues to go up, and this thing comes and hit it. If it bounce back up again, now we're gonna try to go back to this Bollinger Band again, right? It's going to come back down. But if it finds weakness at this line, where's the next target? To the bottom of the Bollinger Band, right? Bollinger Band is a very strong indicator, along with that RSI. I'm looking for that RSI, but I don't see it right now. I'm going to have to get, I'm normally do this on my phone, right? I don't do this on this computer. So kind of like, I don't really know how to navigate through this thing on this computer right here. But I could definitely do it. Let me see. I'm going to take the Bollinger Band off. See, I took the Bollinger Band off. All indicators. I'm looking for that damn RSI. I don't see the RSI. Moving average. This is a good one, right? The same thing applies. The thing want to come to the moving average. You see the moving average? Where we at? Where we at on the moving average? See how the moving average is like the average price. It moves. It come back to try to hit this middle line. All these charts do is fucking trick people, man. I don't fucking pay attention to these charts that much, but I do look at them for entry points. The best thing to look at for a stock with an entry point is the actual financials, right? We looking at the financials of the company. We want to fuck this chart, right? I want to see if it's a good company. I don't give a fuck about that chart for real, for real. I give a fuck to find my best price, but what's the difference between $3 if the stock is at $20, right? So I don't know if I'm boring y'all out, man. I don't want to bore y'all. I appreciate the support. I don't gotta hold y'all up. Biz, what app I need, bro? Webull. This shit that I got. It's called Webull. Webull. Right? It looked like a bullhorn. Go on your shit and look for it. I got Robinhood. You can use Robinhood, bro. That's a good one. Robinhood got all them shits on there. The company, cryptos on Robinhood. You could buy Bitcoin on Robinhood. What's the RSI? RSI means relative strength index. That's another indicator. It's an indicator on the chart, right? You use the RSI in cahoots with the MACD, right? Look, this is my realtor. I wish I could call him right now. We could talk about the housing market. He's texting me. I wish I could show you his text. My realtor just texted me. He's texting me right now. He said we at 27,500. This what he's texting me right now as we speak. He's letting me know what's up, G Money. Appreciate you pulling up. Biz, tell us about Bam Bigelow. Agent Smith is the man. That nigga funny as shit. Yo, Agent, you was trying to cut your eyebrows off yesterday. Biz got the Justice League. We got Batman. Biz is Flash. I'm Superman. No, I'm Black Adam. You are appreciated. People charge for giving your information. Exactly. That's what I was trying to explain to Mom Boss. When she says, when I say I don't charge, she think I'm taking a jab at her because she charged for her her businesses. I'm not taking a jab at her. I want that to be perfectly clear, right? When I say I don't charge, it's meaning I'm telling you this shit that I'm telling you. I could literally have a class on this shit. People pay money to learn this shit that I'm saying, right? And I'm just giving it for free. And that's true. So when I say I don't charge, that's literally what I mean. I don't charge. I'm not knocking you because you charge, but you charge for a different service other than me. What is the problem? I don't understand. A lot of people get so sensitive and then they start assuming shit, thinking it's a competition. I'm not selling shit on this app. So I don't give a fuck about no money on here, about charging people for shit, none of that. So I pray that she understand what I'm saying. The last live stream, I had somebody in here asking me a question. I actually told them to look for Mom Boss. And I was like, yo, I think you should look for Mom Boss, right? She might could be able to help you with this shit. So I don't know what she got going on her head thinking that it's a competition or something. Cause it's not. It's not. It's not. For me, it's about the community. Fuck the money. Right? Everyone you see me on the panel, you don't hear me trying to sell shit. So when I say I don't charge, it's because I don't charge. It's not a knock on you because you might charge for something you offer. I don't charge shit. It's not saying that you're wrong for you charging. That's your business. I don't have a business doing this. I'm doing this for free of charge. So that means I don't charge. And I'm telling people I don't charge. Right? She doesn't, I don't see her talking about stocks. She talks about a travel business and something else, right? A credit repair business. We very rarely mention credit on this channel. I know about credit, and whatever I know about, I will tell people for free of charge. That don't mean I'm knocking her for selling people a do-it-yourself credit repair business, right? Too sensitive, man. Just because I don't like rock with a certain person you don't rock with, you don't have to look for a flaw in me, right? Look for a reason to beef with me. Again, I don't charge for this shit. I'll give it away, right? That's your business. You might charge, but I don't. That's why she was mad at me. Yeah, that's why we were going at it because I was when I say I don't charge, you telling you be taking jabs at me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this all about? I don't charge for this shit. That's all I'm saying. I could literally hold a class, have a fucking a class on this shit, and charge people $10 to watch this shit or whatever. These people I just showed you these fucking people. They got classes and seminars on this shit. The reason why I don't do that is because I don't talk that proper talk shit. I talk like a hood nigga, right? So I don't want to be charging people for what the fuck they gonna hear cuss words and shit. I don't got time to be politically correct. I'm just trying to get the information out for free. Whatever I know, whatever I consume, I'm giving it to people for free, right? All of this shit I'm telling you, I could be charging people for this shit. Is all I'm saying. That's it. No jabs, no shots. You could continue to think that, but you're not being genuine, and you're being mad because everybody else might have called you a certain thing, and you think that because I'm cool with those people that I'm in that mind state. I'm not even thinking about you when I tell people I don't charge. I'm thinking about them, right? I don't give a fuck about nobody's $20, $30, man. Right? I'm not going to get up here and disparage you or say your business is this and that. I'm just trying to show you what I mean when I say I don't charge. So stop getting offensive when I say that. And I hope you hear this. I hope somebody tell you to listen to this because that's when I see you again, I'm going to tell you the same shit, right? Chill out, man. That's it, man. I'm just trying to help. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about selling nothing. I don't have a limit. It's not Burger King and you McDonald's and you mad because I'm on your block. Like, damn. That's chill out, man. You straight. If somebody come in here and ask me a question that I think you know the answer to, I'm gonna send them right to you. And you could charge them if you want, but I'm gonna send them right to you. I'm not hiding from you. I don't want that smoke, man. I'm chilling. I don't like that somebody you like. That's it. Leave it like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't gotta be nothing between me and you. You don't gotta be acting like that to me. Thinking that when I say that, that's exactly what's going on. Cause I be saying I don't charge for this shit. She thinking that I'm taking jabs at her. Shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy, man. Address me, ask me, and see what I tell you. I'll tell you the truth. Trust me, I don't got no problem biting my tongue. But we could get off of that. I don't know about that. Gears of Truth say I found out it's illegal to charge up front for credit repair. I don't know nothing about that. But I'm not fucking trying to get into that. My boy said, Viz be cracking me up sometimes. I just try to be honest, man. Sadly, this is true. However, we are getting grateful for brothers such as Biz looking at the bigger picture. Each one should teach one. Exactly. Yo, thank you for saying that because that's what matters, right? The people who need to understand, I'm financially straight, right? And when you start a business, let me just tell you this, Juicy Fruit, you don't have to come up here because I heard you say this before, so I can say it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get you into none of this shit, right? when you start a business, they got some shit called standard tax deduction. So if you start a business and you're not making $20,000 a year, you're gonna take the standard tax deduction anyway. So all this fucking write-off shit, it ain't gonna do you no good unless you writing off more than they're gonna give you. The government is gonna give you $19,000 off the break. So if you start a business selling some shit that you're not gonna make $30,000 off of to write off $20,000 worth of tax write-offs, you might as well take the standard deduction. Right? The fuck, man? I'm not stupid. I understand money and finance, right? So if I start a business and the whole year I only made $6,000, what's that mean? What the fuck tax write-off do I have? The government already giving me 19,000. That shit crazy. You gotta have a business where you writing off shit that's gonna total more than what they give you. They're gonna give everybody do income tax. What that shit say? Standard deduction. What that shit say? 19,000. Right? So I gotta have $19,000 of write-offs to match that standard deduction. Am I right about this, Miss Juicy Fruit? I'm put a G in Tesla, 2 G's on gas. I'm winning 2 G's in diesel. Yo, Agent Smith be funny. He be cracking me up. 6G stocks, 60 G's in stocks. Hell yeah. Right. That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir, you are right. Right? So when you trying to start this business, if you're not about to make 20,000 a year, 30, 40,000 a year, and write off goddamn $30,000 in tax write-offs, motherfucker, the business don't mean shit. I ain't trying to say it don't mean shit, but that's what I'm saying. Right? You need to find shit to write off. That's why they say, I'm gonna put my kids as an employee and write that off. Like, you see, that's kind of finding loopholes in the system and shit. On some real shit. And I ain't fuck all that, man. That's just me personally. I'm not attacking nobody. I'm telling you guys the truth. If somebody's doing a business that they're not gonna make fucking $50,000 a year for and write off goddamn 30,000 in taxes, tax write-off, tax benefits, not looking for fake shit to write off, right? Like a fucking 3-year-old kid or some shit saying that they your employee. The shit is crazy, man. I'm not doing that. So standard deduct your ass until you get some tax write-offs. Like, right? 19,000 is standard deductions and taxes. Just know that. So if you fucking whatever you doing, I'ma just be fuck quiet. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just be quiet. But ma'am, I don't got no problem with you, no beef, no issue, no none of that shit. All right. When I say I don't charge, it's because I literally don't charge. It has nothing to do with you. I'm not even thinking about you when I say that. I don't charge for this information that I'm giving. And it's different information than you're giving. We're not giving the same information. I never seen you come on here talking about a stock chart. It's not a competition. We got 2 different lanes. Please don't be offended by this. I can't type this shit in the chat, right? Because the chat only got a certain amount of sentences I could type. Then I start getting frustrated now, and then we start going to another place where it's shutting, right? But I'm telling you in English, hopefully you can hear this shit. And don't take no offense to it. Understand what I'm saying. Don't look at what I'm saying to find fault and argue and look for argue points. Look to understand I'm trying to get a resolution. I don't want no smoke. Leave that shit alone. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? See, Juicy Fruit, I might be wrong about that. Look what Juicy Fruit said. She said, using your children is not illegal. It can be done legally. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. See, I'm just saying, my kids don't work for me. I could try to figure it out. I'm saying it's a loophole or some shit. How much they write off per kid? I just know the standard deduction, 19 grams. What she say? I was just getting ready to say it isn't a competition. It's not. It's not a competition. I'm just trying to help. You know what I'm saying? don't get mad at me because I say I don't charge. Like we got two different things going, man. You know what I'm saying? You have every right to charge. You have a business. I'm not telling you not to charge. I'm just saying I don't. That's it. That's it, yo. Don't be mad at me because I don't charge. Shit, fuck it. I might start charging. Shit, I charge fucking time, man. Shit, I charge too. Fuck it, I charge. You know what I'm saying? Metcalf need one punch in the chest, he get mad. Yo, I appreciate 7,000 per kid. See? So maybe if you got two or three kids, they go your fucking deduction right there. Now you start adding on phone bills and everything else on top of it. You gonna be your itemized deduction will be greater than your fucking standard deduction. So that's a good point. See? No problem. Damn, she said 12,900 per child. See? So you got two, three kids. Shit, that's busting your that alone is your tax deduction, right? So you be straight. That's a lot of money that they gonna give you per kid in tax write-off. So that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Juicy Fruit on that's why I like Juicy Fruit because she knows that business talk. I just didn't want her to get up here so where somebody think they being talked about or attacked and get her in mix of any of this shit, right? Because it has nothing to do with her. I'm looking out for the best interest of my friend. You know what I'm saying? And I think of her as a friend because she's always been nice to me. She always correct me when I'm wrong, like she's doing now. And I'm okay with that, right? I just don't want people being mad because I say I don't charge, man. I might start charging. I did it on my taxes, so I'm speaking from true experience. See? So she knows what to do. That's perfectly fine. Then you start adding light bills and telephone bills and half your mortgage and all that shit. Then you damn right. Your fucking tax deductions will be higher than 20,000. So it'll be worth it to use that tax deduction then, because your itemized deductions will be higher than your standard deductions, right? That's a good idea. Shit, two kids alone, what's that? 14,000. That's 15,000 right there. Right? So you only need to find $5,000 more in tax write-offs. You could write off clothes, anything you use for your business. So that can be a good idea. Just know you need at least 20 bands. That's what the government gonna give you anyway. Yeah, Juicy Fruit, I'm trying to keep it 100. I ain't trying to get you in the middle of none of that shit. Protect Juicy Fruit at all costs. Yes, because I see people trying to attack her now. Do you see this? I need a 2.0 channel. You think I need that shit? I think I need that shit. Right? I was thinking about that shit the other day. Like, yo, you know what? I got an opinion on all this shit. I could be fucking talking about this shit and giving it my logic without dropping a link every fucking day so people can't come fucking make content and shit. Just react off of what I say. Because my opinion, sometimes I be like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Get my email from Biz. Yeah, ask Hero. I got ranch. I got ranch in Kent. I got cattle. I'm a pilot. Yo, do y'all see Agent Smith? Yo, yo, I fuck with Agent Smith. Funny as shit on the low. He funny as shit. Well, if anybody got any questions, I feel like I overwhelmed you guys. We went from this topic to that topic. You know what I'm saying? I just hope some of that shit retain. This the major thing I want to retain, right? The fractional reserve banking allows the bank, right? You deposit $1,000 in the bank, and they are allowed to give out 900 of that to somebody else as a loan, right? So that has created more money. That's called inflation, right? So in your bank, so say you deposit $1,000, your bank account is going to say $1,000, but the bank only has to hold 10% of that in a reserve, right? Since COVID-19, they changed the law. Right now, up until this day, they don't have to hold it's zero fractional reserve. So they literally could take your $1,000 and loan somebody else the money. That's what the fuck the bank do. And what did? They created debt but that person's account still say 1,000. So that person has the right to spend 1,000, and you have a right to spend 1,000. That means $1,000 just came out of thin air. Then they charge the person interest on that money. This is our banking system. This is our banking system, right? That's why the banking system is fucked up. That's why Bitcoin was created as an answer to the banking system, right? So we have to pay attention to that. We definitely have to pay attention to that. And that's why you see this running Bitcoin right now, because the banking system collapsed again, right? The SBV bank, it was like two or three other banks. The United States government gave up like $175 billion to bail them out. Who you think is paying for that? The taxpayers are paying that bill for that bank to be irresponsible and lend out all that money. And then when the bank defaults, right? When everybody starts taking their money out and those people not paying those loans back, the bank says, oh shit, we in trouble. And then they call their boys and shit in the government, and the government like, yo, we can't let this bank fail, right? This is history happening all over again. Real talk, right? The government, oh, we can't let the bank fail. That's our financial system. They got all the fucking, if this bank fell, oh Lord, we gonna have a big problem. 2, 3, 4, 5 banks start collapsing around the country because you know the banks do business with each other, right? PNC might have a loan with Bank of America. And how do they loan this money out? All loans are created from fractional reserves. It's money out of thin air. That's how debt is created. The banks make their money off of charging you interest off of money that's created out of thin air. Let that sink in. Let that sink into right now, please. The bank is making money from charging you interest off of money that they created out of thin air. That is a fact. It's called the fractional reserve banking system. Who put that in place? The powers that be. They make a lot of money for nothing, right? When they loan you money, they only can loan you that money because somebody else put money in that bank. Okay? Understand that. Bitcoin was created because you can't just keep printing Bitcoin, right? You can't do that. It's a cap on Bitcoin. You can't, it's going to be 21 million Bitcoins ever in circulation. It's not like the dollar. The dollar, they just keep printing them shits. Where they get this $175 billion to bail this bank out? They turn the printing machines on. They printed the paper. The money only has value, right? The fucking money that's being printed is a debt, right? That America has to pay interest on their debt too, to the Federal Reserve. That's, in my opinion, no conspiracy, but that is what JFK did not want in this country, was the Federal Reserve. And that is why he didn't want it. And we all know what happened to that man. It's all about money. They're printing money out of thin air. And they charging you interest on it. So why not hold you some digital gold, which is Bitcoin, digital silver, Ethereum? Get into the cryptocurrencies. Not all cryptocurrencies. You got a lot of scam tokens out there. So just be careful. I would stick to like the top 3 or 5 strongest cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, Ethereum, those OGs. Bitcoin is the actual first one ever created in existence. Bitcoin, the big dog. That's why I always talk about Bitcoin. But if Bitcoin go up, you better believe the whole damn crypto market just went up, not just Bitcoin. Right? They ain't even got to print it no more. Just make numbers appear in a computer. Exactly. You see Gears of Truth in here? That's a fact. They don't even print it no more. He's right. Because, like, I don't know the exact number, but it's a high percent. I don't like to quote shit that I don't know for sure, like for real, right? But the exact number is something high, in a high percentage of the money in circulation is not even paper. It's all digital. What he just said is the truth, right? When I say print it, they just type it in the computer and that money exists. And that is how we got inflation. That is what inflation is. The economy is ran off of debt. Debt is money. Debt is money. It's just the right type of debt do you have? Debt is a form of money. It is money printed out of thin air. I'm telling you. And that is what a lot of people don't realize. They think they just put $1,000 in the bank. No, what you really did is you gave the bank the power to loan somebody else 900. Is with for free. Like they just gave them your money. They literally just, oh shit, we got this dude just deposit $1,000. Yo, this dude just said he need a loan for 900. All right, we just gonna give him 9 of his 1,000. Then my bank account says $1,000 still. I still got the right to spend my 1,000, and these people got that loan over there. That $900, where that shit come from? Out of nowhere. And that's just small numbers. Imagine somebody doing this with millions of dollars. If I put $1,000,000 in the bank, like you guys ever heard KB say, if you put a lot of money in these banks, when you try to go get it, they don't want to give you their money, right? If you go deposit $10 million in the bank, that just gave them the right to loan out $9 million, right? So when you go back to that bank and you say, yo, I need my 10 million, them people about to be like, uh, straight like that. That's the Ponzi scheme of the banking system. It's the truth. Whether you want to believe me or not, all you got to do is look it up. It's called fractional reserve banking. I never understood you being charged to loan the bank your money. Right. They call that interest, right? Juicy Fruit go in the bank and she deposit $2,000, and I say, hey bank, I'm in trouble or whatever. I need to use $1,000. They say, okay, we can loan you that $1,000. They're gonna take it from off the money they gave Juicy Fruit, and then they're gonna keep 10% of the money in the hole, right? Because they don't expect Juicy Fruit to take all her $1,000 tomorrow, right? And they're gonna make money off of me. Who passed that law? That don't even make sense, but that's how this shit works. And they use the excuses to keep the economy flowing. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to have inflation, but that is exactly what's going on. They're out loaning your money for 7 to 12% and giving you less than a penny interest. That's true. They don't want to give you no interest. It's true. It's true. If you put your savings in the bank, I'm telling you, if I ain't making this shit up, if I ain't making this shit up, yo, I ain't, my name ain't Biz. That is what this, and that's what happened to the bank. That's why the bank collapsed. And that's why you see them run up in Bitcoin, because people are getting tired of banking with the banks. Because they like, yo, how you keep bailing these banks out every time they fuck up, because the system is seem like it's gonna fuck up, right? If they only got a whole a little bit of percent and they loaning out all this money, what happens when these people don't pay their loans and shit? You get an SBV, the bank collapse. That's what that's what happens. The bank gonna collapse on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Then when the bank collapse, people getting pissed. Like when they go to the bank and they like, yo, let me get my money. People, the bank like, what? Man, let me get my money out of here. And then what happens? Let me tell you what happens after that. Then everybody with a bank account start getting scared. And they start going to the bank, pulling out their money and shit. Right? I heard this big financial person that's in the financial industry, because I watch this shit. This dude said, I'm gonna take all of my money out of the banking industry and put it into crypto. He didn't say which crypto, but I got an idea. It's probably Bitcoin and Ethereum. He said, I'm gonna take all of my money out of the bank and put it into crypto. Why? Because of fears of this shit happening. And it happens all the time. And then what happens when that happens? The Fed just bailed the bank out. They did it with the Goldman Sachs. I don't know how many of you old enough to remember 2008 when all these banks was crumbling, and it happens like a domino, because all of them in cahoots. They all got loans with each other, right? Because they just sharing everybody's money is what they're doing. And then they like, oh shit, yo, we fucked up. They call their boys at the Federal Reserve like, yo, man, turn the money printer on. I need to cover this debt. And they fucking bail them out. And who pays for that shit? Me, you, the taxpayers. They're going to tell you, oh, we're not going to raise taxes. But guess what you're going to see? Inflation in the prices. That's a way to hide taxes, right? When they tell you, oh, you're not gonna have to pay taxes on this. It's not gonna come at no expenses to taxpayers. It's a fucking lie. Because next thing you know, gas $5 a gallon. You paying for it, you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you gonna pay for this shit. Who else gonna pay for it? Because remember, when they print that, when they turn them printers on and they type the money in the calculator, who got to pay the money back to the Federal Reserve? Remember, guys, the Federal Reserve is a privately owned corporation. It is not federal. It is not a government entity. They named it, yo, I am not lying to you guys. They named it the Federal Reserve to make you think that it's a part of the government, but it's not. It's a it's a separate entity, privately owned. They control America's money. That's what Kennedy didn't want in his country. He didn't want that financial bank shit. He didn't want that Federal Reserve shit. Go look that shit up. We could look it up, but I see, it's getting long in here. You know what I'm saying? I I debated Sanford and I won. Smitty is crazy, crazy good. It always comes back on a South End, Seattle fam from Arkansas, Texas, Austin. Facts. Facts. You can withdraw early. I'm reading the chat. Hey guys, I seen Ma about to go live. So I might want to go see what he talking about. See, I just come on, talk my shit, get this money off. You know what I'm saying? Remember guys, don't rush into the Bitcoin thing or none of the cryptos because you got Ethereum as well. Not just Bitcoin. Remember, I like to talk about Bitcoin because it's the major one, but it's a bunch of cryptos on it. I have money in Crowcoin, right? It's on if you want to buy cryptos, you could get your Robinhood app. But I like crypto.com is the one I like to use. It's a platform called crypto.com. They have a actual wallet, a centralized exchange, a centralized wallet. All that means is crypto.com is going to hold your all your assets, all your crypto. They're going to be responsible for your cryptos and shit. And then they have a DeFi wallet. The DeFi wallet is basically your crypto with your keys and shit. You get the keys ain't like a car key. It's like a phrase, like a 12-word phrase or something that's called your keys to your wallet, and you hold your own crypto. So what you do is you buy it on that app and just transfer it to the other app. So on my phone, I have two apps. I have the crypto.com regular centralized wallet, and then I have the crypto.com DeFi wallet. So what I do, I buy my crypto on the regular app, and then I just transfer it over to my DeFi app, and then I stake it as well, and I earn percentage on that money too. Right? Crowcoin is a good one too. I'm in Crowcoin. I got about 35,000 Crowcoins. I think they like 7 or 8 cent a piece right now. The Crow coin, it might have went up. I don't know. I didn't check it. I don't like to check it every day, right? So it might be about 7 to 8 cent a piece for the Crow coin, and I just buy it. And what you do is on a DeFi wallet, you stake it. What staking means is basically you lock it up on the platform, and they give you a percentage back from that. Right now, I think the percentage is almost 11%. It's like 10.86%, right? Annually. So however much crypto you got, and they pay you out in Crow, right? And then you can turn around and sell it and get money for it. But they just basically pay you to put your money there, and you might get money on the appreciation if the Crow coin go up. So it's a whole bunch of different ways to skin a cat, not just Bitcoin. I just like to talk about Bitcoin because it's the granddaddy. And if Bitcoin move, they all move. You know what I'm saying? If anybody sees a certain cryptocurrency they want me to look into, I can do that as well. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is the major one. You know what I'm saying? It's like the S&P. I know Bitcoin ain't gonna steer you wrong. Some of these other crypto tokens is shit coins, right? They just scams and shit. You got Ethereum, Bitcoin, I like Crowcoin. I like that coin a lot, right? I like Crowcoin is an actual business and shit. That's why I like it. You got BNB. That's another cryptocurrency. You can look into it to invest in that one. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different cryptocurrencies out there. You know what I'm saying? And then it's stocks. You got, your regular stock market. So go on Webull. You could buy that shit there. And if you want to buy your crypto tokens, you could buy a few certain select cryptos on Webull, but all of the damn near all of the cryptos you want to buy is going to be on that crypto.com app. So if you want to get crypto, go on crypto.com. But Anybody got any questions? And if you invest in source of deposit and withdraw early, they penalize you. Yes, that's true. They don't want you to withdraw your money because they trying to fucking make money off of your money is what they're doing. And everybody's just taught to have a bank account. I'm like, dude, put your money in a fucking investment account. What the fuck? We got fucking $100,000 sitting in the fucking bank. When you try to go get that money out, what they gonna tell you? Sir, we need 5 days. Come back in 5 days and get your fucking money back. They try everything in their power not to give you that money back because they don't want you to withdrawn and it was large sums of money like that. They like, oh hell no, we done lent out all this money. Shit, man, how we gonna get this money to get this dude back his money? You know what I'm saying? That shit is true. And they, while at the same time they lending people, charging people loans, fucking people credit up and shit off of money that don't even come into existence. But it's the law though. That's why they do it. That's why people get credit cards, all that shit. It's the same shit. But all right though, if nobody has no more questions, I want to cut this live stream off. It was pleasant, good to talk to you guys. Remember, I'm just starting this shit, so I'm gonna get better as I go. You know what I'm saying? Mob said he gonna apologize. That's what was in his title. Do I own Crow? Yes, I do. Gears the truth. Yep, I got Crow. I'm thinking about buying something. It's at 716. Bro, I've been buying that shit, but I buy Crow like I'm telling you. No cap. I put $20 in there today. That's it. Right? A super chat on that motherfucker. Right? But look at what I got. Now I done got all them 35,000 shares, 35,000 little Crow coins by doing that shit. $20, $50. Just keep doing that shit every week. I get enough money to pay my bills. What am I doing with the other money? That's what I be trying to tell people, man. People be bullshitting with me. You don't got no money. I be like, yo, shut up. Cause you definitely got weed in that blunt, motherfucker. You definitely got beer. You definitely got liquor bottles in your house. You hollering about you ain't got no money, but you just bought them Jordans this week. I bought some Jordans. I'm gonna be straight up, right? But this is like my second pair of Jordans I bought all year. I bought those and I bought the blue ones that came out the other couple weeks ago. But guess what was happening to me when I was buying those Jordans? I was like, I'm literally pissed that I'm buying the Jordans, but I wanted the Jordans. I'm just like, I'm in my head, I'm like, damn, I could have put this shit on this. I could have put this shit, I could have bought some more shares. Damn, that's what I'm literally thinking in my head. My brain is programmed like that. So when I get extra money from my paycheck after I done paid all my bills and shit, I might have $500 or $600 left over. My instant thought is, yo, I need to invest this money while this market is low. That's my instant thought. Let me get a little bit more Crow coin. So I might put $20 in it. I might put $100 in my Clean Spark or another or my Shiba Inu. You know what I'm saying? Might. All right, let me chill. I ain't gonna buy the Jordans this week. But this fucking pair of Jordans, I had to buy them shits. I was like, damn, them shits OG collectors. Then you heard what DMD told me. He said them shits might go up in value if I just hold them. Right? He said the pair that I just bought is some pair. He's a sneakerhead, right? He got a sneaker channel and all that. He said the pair that I just bought is probably gonna go up in value in like a year or two. They're gonna be worth more money than what I paid for them. He told me keep them in a box, don't even wear them. That's the same type of concept. It's an investment. You know what I'm saying? So hell yeah, I got Crow coin. Mom boss be like, man. Oh, he said my mom. I thought that she said mom boss. Sorry, mom boss. Mom boss, sorry, man. No, any opinion on Dogecoin? Yeah, Dogecoin, Elon Musk likes to pump that coin. That coin shot up. It's an investment. With a cryptocurrency, what you guys need to understand, cryptocurrency is like a currency that's backed by the community, right? So if it's people that like Dogecoin out there, they're gonna invest in Dogecoin, right? And the coin is only as strong as the community is. With a stock, the difference of the stock is an actual business, right? So you have McDonald's has a stock, right? But that stock is backed by an actual company that's called McDonald's. So it's not the community of McDonald's, it's the company. With Dogecoin, it's a community of investors that want to see the price go higher, so they continue to invest in it. And yeah, it might be a good investment if you look at it. I would do some research on Dogecoin. We could come talk about Dogecoin, but it's like a little meme token, right? It's like you can make some money on that shit. People make a lot of money on that shit. But it's like basically a laughing coin. Like, aha, I'm Dogecoin. Look, Dogecoin to the moon and shit. Like people, it's like a fucking. It's not backed by anything but the community that's pumping that shit. So you want to put a little money in Dogecoin, go right ahead. It's a company, it's a community of people that want to see Dogecoin get to the moon. So if they manage to get that coin to the moon, you're gonna be on the moon with them. I wouldn't put all of my money in Dogecoin though. I would put a little bit in there at a time. Like I'm telling you, you got Dogecoin, you got two people said Dogecoin, so that's Dogecoin. I went over that. Yes, sir. Shiba Inu is the new Dogecoin. It's like Doge. They call Shiba Inu the Doge killer or Doge. That's how they promote. That's how they pronounce it is Doge, right? You got my dad is broke, but his IQ. Yo, this dude Agent Smith is off the damn chain. Hey, let him stay. Yo, he make me laugh like shit. Dogecoin. Yup. Robinhood puts money. Robinhood has an actual stock on the stock market, but I don't think that's a good company. So they I don't even look at that company. Pocket. I told you, Nate, Ron Rayner. I'm from the beach, Rayner Avenue, Smitty. No, it's not that it's not solid. It's what I'm trying to say is Bitcoin is only as big as the community, right? The community of Bitcoin is large. Any cryptocurrency is not backed by a business, but that's why I like Crowcoin, right? Because Crowcoin, on the other hand, is an actual company. It's called crypto.com. They have a brokerage, they make money. That's why I like Crowcoin. That's the reason why Crowcoin is one of the cryptos that I own, because Crowcoin is actually backed by a physical business, right? So I feel more secure buying my crypto.com coin. It's called Crow, CRO, right? It's a good project. They have their own blockchain, right? When I was looking into it, I was like, oh shit, BNB is another good token. Why? Because BNB is an actual exchange. You can buy crypto on BNB. It's called Binance, right? Binance is a company, it's a literal company. So they have a fucking crypto token that's backed by the company, right? So it's a few cryptos that's good cryptos, but the majority of cryptos are not backed by any company. It's just the community that backs that backs the actual coin. Like Ethereum, it's a community of people for Ethereum. It's no business called Ethereum. It's just people like Ethereum. It has real world use for Ethereum, right? So it's a group of people that likes to invest in Ethereum, which causes the price to go up. Same with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is the granddaddy. So it's not a company called Bitcoin that you could go to. You can't sue Bitcoin. It's just a fucking community of people that believes Bitcoin will go up in the future. And it's been proven right. So a lot of people like to own Bitcoin. It's nothing to do with a business or anything like that. It's a cryptocurrency, right? So that's the difference between a stock and a cryptocurrency. So when people say crypto is a scam, yes, you have some cryptos out there that are pump and dump schemes, right? What I mean by that is they shoot them up to the moon, get people excited, people jump in, and next thing you know, it crash, go back to zero. Somebody done ran off with all the money, right? They call that pump and dump. But you have genuine, real good projects out there. You know what I'm saying? Some of the few I just named are good ones. You got what's another one I could take? ADA called Cardano, right? Cardano is a good project. I think that's like 50 cent a joint, 50 cent a token or a coin or whatever they want to call it, right? Cardano is a good one. You got Solana is a good one. It's a few good ones out there, right? We could talk about a bunch of them if you want on the next live stream, because I do want to kind of like don't there is no good to liquor. It's just a form of escapism and a harsh reality. Oh shit. I'm gonna look into that crow juicy fruit. That shit 7 cent. Gears the Truth just said typed in and he said it was 7 cents a coin, right? So yes, Crow Coin is a good investment, in my opinion, right? You could look into it. We could come on here one day and talk about the Crow. I got 35 tokens. I just bought $20 today. I'm probably gonna buy another $20 tomorrow. No disrespect to no content creator, but that's where a lot of my cash at my super chats be going into my super goddamn crypto. Real talk. I cash app or super chat every now and then, but I like to super chat my damn crypto market. I'm $20. Let me get that. You mad? You mad? Straight like that, bruh. Real shit. Real shit. They don't hear me though. You know what I'm saying? Crow coin is a good one. Yeah. Ethereum. That's a good one. Right? Shiba Inu is a big community of people that want to see Shiba Inu go to the moon. So as you always see when I show my portfolio, you see that little thing on the bottom say Shiba Inu. I got like 500,000 of them things. If that shit hit $1, I'm gonna be rich off of that shit. So I just put it in there. It's about $500 or $600 I got on there. Some short shit. I just put on Shiba Inu just for a fucking gamble play. If I lose it, I don't give a fuck. If it go up, I'm gonna be rich. So I don't give a fuck about it. I just put the money on there. But it's like a good project. A lot of people like Shiba Inu, right? I don't give if the people want it, they will push it high, right? People will buy and hold, and that thing will shoot off. I already seen it happen. Dogecoin the same way. It's a community for Dogecoin. So you want to own a little Dogecoin? I wouldn't put a lot of money in there though. I would put $500 or $600, same shit. Something that you don't care if you lose. Something that's not gonna make you broke at the end of the day, right? But Bitcoin, I would go a little heavier in Bitcoin. Why? Because it's a more stable asset, right? It got a bit way bigger community. It's the granddaddy, right? So that makes you feel safe just knowing that alone. Like, yo, this is Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? So I'm let me buy some of this shit. Like straight up. You could buy Bitcoin like that too. You don't have to just buy $20,000 Bitcoin. You could put $20 in Bitcoin. When I be sending people Cash App, I don't send them cash. I'll send them Bitcoin. If I Cash App you, right, as you a content creator and you get a Cash App from me, that shit gonna say Biz just sent you Bitcoin. Right? Yeah, I'm not sending you no dollars. And then in the message, I'm gonna say, yo, don't spend this shit. Add to this shit, right? You add money to this Bitcoin. Don't spend it, add money to it. Don't sell the Bitcoin and try to do no. Leave it right there and add to it. I'm trying to help. I used to send people Bitcoin all the time. Then I just stopped because I don't like certain shit like that I be seeing and I don't want to keep doing that. People be wilding on this app. Cardano is in the top 10. Yes. Yes. Askiro is right. Cardano is good. Let me hold some Bitcoin. Yeah, I cash app people Bitcoin. I don't send motherfuckers no cash app dollars and shit. If it was a way to super chat Bitcoin on fucking YouTube, bruh, I'll be super chatting motherfuckers $5 Bitcoin, $10 Bitcoin. Like real shit. Fuck these dollars, these American dollars. Look what's going on. They losing the value daily. Yep, I sent my mom Bitcoin and I said save it. Right. I know too, we bad. We can't look out for each other like that. Yeah, but we should be able to. We just been trained to be like hoodlums and shit. Like that's what we think that's the only way we think we could be. It's fucking idiots, right? That's the only way we think we cool. If we do fuck wild shit. That's what makes us cool. That shit is crazy to me. They got us tricked. That's why I'm on here talking about this. Cause I literally do not have to come on here and talk about this shit. I could just learn on my own and keep going about my business. But I feel like I'll be doing a disservice to myself, my kids, and your kids. Because the less you know, the less we can grow as a community. Right? I don't want to keep this shit to myself. And if it's a person that can understand my language or the way I talk, you know what I'm saying, and they might not understand a person that's just sitting there like talking to them like they in school, right? I try not to do that. Not I try to break it down so people can understand what I'm saying. I try not to talk to somebody like we taking a test because people don't want to hear that shit. That's why I feel like I'm just doing my part. You know what I'm saying? And the minute that I feel like, it ain't working or people not feeling the message, then I'll probably stop doing this shit. Cause I'm me and my kids gonna be straight. But as of right now, I'm happy to have five, two, three people. That means somebody is appreciating this shit, right? When you guys come in here, that shit like, okay, I got me 10 people that's gonna rock with me. I got me fucking 5 or 6 people that's gonna pull up and we gonna learn together. They got ideas, I got ideas, gonna bounce them off each other. That's fine with me. That's 10 different families. You might have 2 kids. There we go. That's 20 people right there. That's a whole community I'm affecting just by talking. And then you might say something about like Juicy Fruit. How she's on my ass chat about getting me a business. She's on my head about that shit. Every time I talk to her, she like, "Did you get your business?" Right? That's the type of push that I need, and I appreciate that shit. Right? Because one day I'm gonna get my business because I'm gonna get tired of Juicy Fruit telling me that shit. Like, yo, did you get your business yet? Did you get that dump truck you want yet? Right? You need people like that. You don't need people in your ear talking about, yo, you heard what this person said about that person and shit. Like, what are we gaining from this, people? That shit crazy, man. It's all right to listen to it, but just think about that shit, man. What is your kids gonna have in the future? Why you fucking worried about what somebody said? Right? Fuck that shit. When I got time for it, I was just on a panel today arguing with somebody. But guess what? We made our business. We had a good dialogue. At the end of the conversation, we walked away feeling like two human beings. When we came on there bickering and fighting with each other at the first, then we came at the end of the conversation. We walked away like two human beings. We both had our dignity at the end. That's what it's about. That experience right there taught me a lot, and it probably taught the other person a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Um, my mom just went live. I'm about to go listen to that shit and laugh and joke like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys for pulling up. That it means a lot, man. It makes me want to keep doing this shit. It makes me feel like somebody's actually listening. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that matters to me. Be honest with you. So shout out to Mom Boss. Don't you think that I'm mad at you? I explained to you why I say I don't charge. It has nothing to do with you. Okay? So when I see you in the chat, I'm gonna try to tell you that again and see how you take it from there. You could get mad at me. I just don't like the person that you're around. That's all. All right. You always been respectful to me, so let's try to keep it that way. We was going at it in the chat the other day, and I don't know, that shit, you just annoying the shit out of me. See, if I had something to say, I would say it. I'm not trying to be mean or none of that shit. So salute the Mom Boss. I appreciate you. Anybody need any kind of help on travel or anything, go listen to Mom Boss. Anybody want to know about do it yourself credit, go listen to Mom Boss, okay? Shout out Mom Boss Mayo. You heard me? We as a community need to treat each other better, man. All right. I'm just worried. I just watch people that's snakish and got shitty ass behavior. That's the main one that I'm concerned about. But all right, I appreciate y'all. See y'all in the next one. Let's go listen to this dude and see what's going on with Mob. All right, man. Appreciate y'all. Salute to everybody. I hope y'all learned something. I'm gonna get better as I continue to stream. I'm gonna make sure that I do some little research on how to work these charts. Maybe if I could find a different chart to come up, I could show you a little bit more about that. That's a good topic. I'm gonna find something to show you on options. I'm gonna look around and see. So the next show I have, I'm gonna probably talk about options in the charts, unless there's something going on with Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I appreciate everybody. Salute to you and your family. And God bless you. Good night. I'll holler at you.